somebody else talking more than she does. Right. And swearing more than she swears. Is all? Oh, she is proper. She's prim.
Just the other day, she walked up to the parrot. She says, "It's a fine day today."
Fine day today.
Yeah.
Yes, what the parrot say?
The parrot said, "It's a hell of a fine day." She went crazy.
Oh, she went
She was upset.
Right.
She said, "Look at parrot. You swear at me one more time,
yeah.
you're in big trouble."
You're in big trouble,
Right,
parrot.
right. Next day she goes back up to the parrot.
Yeah.
Prim and proper, Dottie.
Prim and proper.
She says, "It's a fine day today."
Fine day today. What the parrot say?
Fine day, fine day. I mean, it's a hell of a fine day.
Oh, hell of a fine day.
Hell of a fine day.
Almost.
She was upset.
Yeah.
Yes, she was.
And what happened?
She said, "One more time, bird, and you really
chance.
changed." Right.
You bird.
Next day, third day, she goes up to the parrot. She says, "It's a fine day today."
Fine day today.
Yep.
And what did the bird say?
The parrot said, "It's a hell of a fine day."
Oh,
she went crazy. She opened the door to that cage. She climbed into that cage. She grabbed the parrot by the legs. She swung the parrot around. She grabbed his feathers, pulled out all of them.
And pull them out and throw the parrot on the ground. Kick the parrot. Punch the parrot. Kick the parrot.
I get carried away with this joke.
She climbed out of the cage.
Out of the cage.
Dusted herself off.
Dusted herself off.
Stood in front of the parrot and said, "It's a fine day today."
Fine day today. What did the parrot say?
Fine day, fine day. Where the hell were you when the tornado struck?
Oh boy, you talk about Tom Pendergast. You should know Don Pendergast.
Yeah.
Whoa, this is my thing. Dottie is a wonderful lady. She guffaws like no one I ever heard guffaw. Yeah, and the other day Don went up to Peak House Cove to go ice fishing.
He did.
Yeah, and he loves, how many have ever seen Don ice fish? Forget it. Anyway, he was up at Pink House Cove, and he went over and he dug a little hole in the ice, and he dropped down a line with some bait on it, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
Bill Martin came up a half hour later,
Our sound
oh, about 100 yards away, drew a little bit of a circle, dropped it down, didn't pull up anything.
Nothing, no luck.
Oh, 5 minutes later, Dottie Pendergast, that famous world ice fisher person, showed up, dug a little hole exactly halfway between Don and exactly halfway between Bill, dropped down a line, and immediately pulled out a 68-pound bass.
Out of the Housatonic River.
Out of the Housatonic River.
That's amazing.
Dropped it down again, pulled out a 69-pound Seymour blubber whale.
No kidding.
Unbelievable.
Out of the Housatonic River.
Dropped it down again and pulled a 283-pound scrod.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Out of the Housatonic
Out of the Housatonic River.
And those two guys weren't catching anything.
Yeah, Don walked over and said, "Dottie, I've been married to you a long time, but I don't know how you're doing this." And Dottie said, "That's right, Dottie, that's right." You hear the goof off? Don said, "Excuse me, maybe it's the cold or the weather or your lips are frozen, but I can't make out what you're saying." She said, "Getting messy, isn't it? You'll sit there next year, won't you?" Phil said, "Is that your wife talking to you that way? And I don't even know what she's saying." And he said, "Oh, she never talked to me that way before." She said, "Dottie," he said, "Dottie, you're going to tell me, how come you're able to drop down that line and catch all that fish?" She said, he said, "One more time I'm going to ask you, lady, and then I'm dropping you down that hole." Dottie looked at him and said, "I keep my worms warm."